It was quite clear to me since I was a child that creating made me the most happy. I made the choice to really pursue it around 15. That's when I really knew that I needed this to be a part of me.
I grew up watching skate videos, loving skateboarding videos to death, you know? And then I went to film school and I kind of realized I love filmmaking so much, but I don't want to just make a normal skate video. I need to do something original.
I've always been around photography. My dad was editor at Time magazine, and my mom's she's an illustrator. I guess during my teen phase I was rebellious against it, but then around when I was 19 or 20 I just picked up a camera again and just started taking photos of stuff, and I really loved it.
Designing for interior design, it's a little different than other departments throughout the school or other ways I could express myself artistically, because I have to fit it within a certain functionality. Sometimes I find that when spaces are put together, there's always a spot that's forgotten about, and I really enjoy being able to develop the time in a design to really manipulate it and move it to the right direction. And so every spot feels comfortable and holistic to the design, and nothing's really left out.
I wanted to go into advertising because it has this creative freedom of doing whatever I want, but it still has to kind of have a real life aspect to it. I can use every technology or every art direction that I want for the solution. I could do film, I could do online, I could do mobile, so I can actually do all the different aspects of art in this one discipline.
Cartoonists are definitely jugglers in terms of different skills. You need to think more dynamically. You need to know how to illustrate, shade, you need to know lighting, and I think the most important thing is learning and realizing what psychologically makes the reader feel different things. So a cartoonist has to think about all of these different elements and put them on the page in such a way that is so clear your grandma can read it.
I love painting, but if it's finished, it's finished. You can't change it anymore. With sculpture, and especially working with living organisms, they will keep on growing and changing. It becomes a collaboration in my mind. The installation I'm working on are interactive, so they need the viewer to participate in order for them to work. I'm working with the living organisms, and the collaboration, that's the same I want to happen for the viewer.
I've always drawn. My favorite thing to draw is probably expressions. I just love doing it and going through the whole process of emotions and all that, and even just gesture drawing. I love gesture drawing.
When I came to this department, I wasn't familiar with any of the programs. I knew Photoshop, didn't know Maya. A lot of people kind of had dabbled in it. So coming here and just, they throw all this information at you. There was a very complex pipeline to all this stuff. So having my mind open to that changes everything.
Sometimes you do work and you have to print it out. You have to print it out to see how it really looks, because you can be fooled by how it looks on the screen. Something that I've learned here definitely is just doing a lot and getting used to redoing a lot. I feel like you can't get too attached.
There's a lot of different definitions of art, and I think one of the most important ones is good art is something that changes your life or makes you rethink something or sticks with you. And it's nice to see that that's sort of starting to happen with my work.
I hope my work speaks for itself. My strengths are, I think, conceptual thinking. I think I can handle multiple tasks really well, and I can work with different teams easily together. I mean, this year, senior year, I think I had 3-4 different teams all working with me. So that was great experience just with working with different people, film people, photography people, and advertising and design people.
My experiences have been phenomenal. I've really made relationships from going to school or the internships that I've had that will round me for the rest of my future and my career.
When I came to SVA, it felt really natural because it just felt kind of independent. I could think for myself, I could be myself, and I knew that I wanted to come